It's your girl Jazz, and I am reviewing the air fryer today. I've seen a lot of people, or I've seen a lot of, infomercials about it, commercials about it, seen, numerous posts. Maybe because I've been reviewing it, looking at things to review and right across this, and now it's popping up everywhere. Anyways, so I want to know, does it actually work? Is it really going to be just as good as fried food, or is it going to fall fat? Is it going to fall? Is it going to fall flat? Third time's the charm. So, we're going to open it up and see how it works. I'm going to do both raw food and kind of, I guess, pre-fried, so to speak. Ones that you'd normally, like chicken strips and things like that. And fries, because baking them in the oven doesn't really do justice. So, let's open it up and see how this works. Ouch, that hurt. Seems pretty simple enough. Smells new. So luckily it hasn't been used yet. I guess that's good considering the fact that I just pulled it out of the box. Why do I seem so surprised? Oh no. Alright. This stays on? No, it comes off. Alright. So, okay. So this pops out. Just like I hit a gong. Alright, so it looks like it's just 3 simple pieces. Let me double check. A removable basket. Yeah, pretty much seems like it. Who needs instructions, alright? Trial and error works best. Alright, let's plug this baby in. So, oh, they come at once. Okay. Let me move you to this side. Okay, so it seems like it's got little buttons to, I guess, simplify things. You've got fries, I guess lamb, shrimp or seafood. I guess you can bake, because it looks like a cake. Might need to try that one out. We got chicken, we got steak, and we got fish. So I guess seafood and shrimp are 2 different things. And then looks like you can increase the time and increase the temperature. So, how are we going to figure out if this works or not? We gotta cook. Duh. And just like on magical TV, I've got chicken. I'm a big dork, I know, I don't care. So I've got some raw, unthawed or semi-thawed chicken. Let go. Okay. So you just pull it out and this red button releases, so you can just get this. So we get the raw chicken. And just dump it in. Pretty simple, right? And then, obviously I'm stuck in the knife. Alright, so then we're gonna hit chicken. Oh wait, I have to turn it off. I might help first. Alright, then press chicken. And power it. Pretty quiet. I can talk over it. That's saying a lot. So I guess we're gonna have to wait for however long it is, 20 minutes. And let's see if it works. That long wait, which is probably shorter than sticking it in the oven. Supposedly it's done. We'll see. Oh, I did flip it, by the way, about halfway through. Not too bad. Seems like it's thoroughly cooked. And I can actually see all the fat on the bottom that came off that I'm not eating. So let's see if it's thoroughly. Keep in mind this was semi-frozen too. So it's thoroughly cooked. Not too bad. I can see a little bit on the where it went through the drip holes, but not too bad at all. All right, so now we're gonna do the true test. We know that it does raw chicken, but our fry is gonna be the same? What do you want me to find out? All right, so now let's do some fries. Trying to even it out so that way it's mainly one layer. But of course, it's going to be doubled up on some of them. Just got to flip them. We'll see how overall it tastes. Well, this is cooking, so we got to turn it on. We got to hit fries. We got to cook it again. Now while that's cooking, I'm gonna taste this chicken. I'm hungry, it's dinner time. Makes sense, right? Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. So that's a little bit of a slight crunch to the top. Obviously, I didn't flip it in time. Probably wouldn't have gotten that crispy, but it's very juicy, very flavorful. Definitely will work on just marinated chicken. Now, of course, I know some people like their chicken overcooked, so just stick it in there a little bit longer. I definitely would. Definitely keeping this. At least just for the raw chicken. We'll see about the fries. See you back in a minute. Whew. Okay, now that it's pretty hot in here, it does get warm, just so you know. Just a quick heads up. And the fries seem to kind of have a bit of a grease to it. You can see it. But I'm pretty sure a lot less than if you're actually frying it. So they seem to turn out pretty good. Has a bit of a crisp to it. My suggestion would be to kind of have like one layer cook. And it took about 10 minutes to cook these. The chicken, it took, based off just hitting the button, it took 20 minutes. But, you know, I like it a little bit more well done, so add about another 5 minutes. Or actually, no, I ran it 20 minutes, flipped it, and then once it beeped, because it was completed, I added 5 more minutes to it, just kind of flipped it, you know, get the other side a little bit crispy too. So that's kind of what I did with these as well. Flipped them, took about maybe 10 minutes, give or take. And while I taste these, I'm going to do some chicken tenders, so that way, again, you kind of have an idea, because obviously chicken and fries are going to cook a little bit differently. So let me get the chicken. All right, before I add the chicken on here, I actually want you to see, so you see a little bit of the grease from there, but, okay. Now keep in mind this is gonna be warm, but look at the grease that was left behind. And I'm guessing the majority of it was from the chicken, since this didn't have any grease on, so just the juices naturally. But, again, that's less stuff that you're eating. So now, we're gonna do some chicken strips. No, unfortunately, it is not an endorsement. Although, Tyson, you know, go ahead and throw. I won't complain. Chicken is just chicken. I don't need the extra check or anything like that. Although, I won't complain about that either. Anyways, had to throw that out there. So far, definitely a winner. So the infomercials are legitimate so far. Is that enough for lunch tomorrow? Probably. Okay. A little hideaway stash. So I'm throwing these in here. Again, this chicken isn't completely raw. It's kind of that pre-made chicken, so you probably don't need to cook it nearly as long. And that beeping sound is the exact same beeping sound that you hear whenever it's done. So, we gotta turn it on. Again, hit the chicken. And turn it on again. Or maybe I didn't hit chicken. Did I hit chicken? No, I didn't. Ha ha! Just kidding. Oh, and how to turn it off? That's how you turn it off. So, why am I opening it again? Alright. So, this is the chicken button. Alright, now let's let that one cook while I try these fries out. So they were a little bit kind of soggy, so to speak, a little bit at first. It was, my guess is just the natural juices just kind of coming out, but after it's set for a minute, it seems to dry it up, so to speak, so it has that bit of a crunch. Now, if I were to make, these are sweet potato fries, which are, you know, obviously cooked differently than regular French fries. I've never had sweet potato fries this crispy without being more burnt on the sides in the oven. So this is definitely a winner. Well, let's wait for the chicken and find out. Alright, so the chicken's done. And let's see how it turned out. Not too shabby. It's crispy enough. Let go. Maybe this might help. Not too bad. It doesn't seem like there's any added oil on the bottom, which is good. Again, keep in mind this does get pretty hot, so just be careful when touching it. But the chicken looks pretty good. Let's see how it tastes. I'll go pop. Okay, it's definitely a lot crunchier. It's not as hot as if it came from the fryer, of course, because you have all that grease that's still burning on it. But definitely better. I don't know about you, but I've had fries where they tasted completely like they're soaked in grease. I highly doubt you'll get that with this because there's no grease to be soaked up. But with the sweet potato fries, they were really good. They still had that little mushy center, but had that, you know, crunchy outside. This still has the soft, tender meat, still juicy. It's not over dried, and the batter's still, you know, still pretty crunchy and crispy. Now, as far as this, I'd say it's more evenly cooked than if you were to cook it in the oven, and obviously healthier than if you were to fry it. So, gotta take the good with the bad. Well, obviously, because there's not really any bad to it, so you just gotta take the good with the good. And it seems like it takes a lot less time to cook it with the air fryer versus in the oven. So that's another added benefit. I will be doing a part 2 on this video to kind of try out a few more of the other features. I have enough food for today and tomorrow, so make sure that you like and subscribe so you can see part 2. In the meantime, as always, like, subscribe, and stay jazzy. Thanks, guys.